spot. Still waiting on the co-pilot, and we're still waiting on the other team. Looks like SKP's at the table, or SPA, sorry, is at the table. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are kicking things off here for Team Wars Week 2 with Phoenix and Sky parameters.
Duel.
I'm still waiting on my lovely co-host. Looks like No Charity is going to be on the top. I think I caught that right. And ST3's on the bottom, if I'm not mistaken. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. No, Co-Caster's, I think he fell asleep. I'm waiting on him. He'll show up eventually. He promised. He said he was going to be here, so hopefully he shows up. What's the over-under on our Lunalight matchup here in the mirror for round 1? Did we think they were both going to send water and they're both countering with Lunalights? If you're starting a mirror match, Luna, do you want to go first or second? All I know is if I'm thinking this is a mirror, I'm definitely not leaving a monster in attack position if I am going first. He has a tummy ache from eating chicken. It is possible. Or he forgot, because I didn't remind him after we locked it in. I haven't talked to him since. He's going to go into Lunalight Dancer here, and of course it's going to be in defense. Lunalight Dancer has a lovely effect that cannot be destroyed by battle. Card effects, fair game. Emerald Bird's going to activate its effect in the graveyard, bringing out Martin, giving him an extra defense there. 2,000 defense for both monsters and a set back row. Usually don't see any sets in Lunalights, at least not the one that was running yesterday in some big tournament that you all probably watched. Alright, he's thinking here. He's got the turn 2 advantage possibly, or it could be a turn 2 disadvantage. And by turn 2, I mean turn 3. Somebody passed straight off the bat and I missed it? How did that happen? Terrible. So we're actually on turn 3. So this was all on turn 2 and he didn't notice. Or he didn't want to play into a Spheric Rainbow. Probably the latter. If he's thinking this is the mirror, usually a turn 1 pass is something that Lunalights will pull off if they have hand traps in their hand. Most likely what happened here. So he just set up a big fat wall that is going to make it a little bit difficult to get over. Alright, let's update this info box until that Shaowz shows up, right guys? It is a Lunalight mirror. They both thought they were going to be sending out water first, and they both end up trying to counter the water play with sending out Lunas first instead. What are the odds? Well, 1 in 5, I'd say. Thank you, DL High Happen, for the follow. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. Lunalight Cat Dancer's coming out in defense as well. Oof. So it looks like the exact same play from both players. The only difference is he didn't summon Bird off the bat. So this is probably going to be a very long round 1 here for us. And they're just going to keep passing. I mean, who's going to deck out first? What riveting excitement we have on our hands. Lunalights versus Lunalight. Cat Dancer's going to activate her effect. Going to send Martin to the grave. Rabbit's going to come out. Rabbit's effect's going to activate. It's going to grab Birdie Burb. Bird's effect's going to activate. Will he fall for dumps Cat. It's going to give him a +1, and he's also going to reduce Martin's attack to 0. Doesn't matter. Irrelevant. It's in defense. Targets the back row. Back to the hand it goes. Martin's effect's going to activate in the graveyard, giving him a search for his... No! Wrong one. Wrong effect. Wasn't paying attention. Clearly. He's going to activate Martin's effect to send back Rabbit, so he can send that back row again next turn if he so chooses. So this is going to be a pretty stalemate here. Right now we have blue with the card deck disadvantage with 11 to 13. So if this is going to go on forever, this one can't be destroyed by battle. This one can't be destroyed by battle. Most of them run hand traps. So they're going to be relying on their Xyz monsters here. Holy moly, is this how you win the mirror match? Photon Palperative is going to come out here with a rank 4 Xyz. Its effect is you take a defense position monster, put it in attack position, and reduce its attack by 600. It was already at 0, so it don't matter. Here comes another Lunalight Fusion. Another Cat Dancer. He's doing it. Martin's effects can activate Search the fusion. Now we all know that he plays hand traps. Goes without saying. The question is, does he have the spheres or does he have the battle boxers? He's going here. Cat Dancer, tribute off Cat Dancer, gets to attack monsters twice per turn. They are not destroyed by battle the first time around. He does in fact have the sphere Karibo. Wah wah. Now he's going to take the 100 damage. This is unfortunate. No Charity is going to be... looks like No Charity is in fact on the top. ST3's on the bottom. So he left his Photon in attack position. That might have been a misplay there. There was really no reason to leave him in attack position, especially if you're playing the mirror. You want to put him in defense position, especially if you're going for game here with Cat Dancer. Now the alternative play for him, he could have swung into the Martin and then just given him damage, but guess what? That triggers his D-draw, and you do not want to trigger his D-draw. What a lovely stalemate, folks. What is he going to do? He might time out at this rate. Again, he does have the advantage as far as cards in the deck go. How many times can he protect himself from a play that we just saw from ST3? No Charity's going to set that card that was sent back to his hand back on the field, and he's just going to pass to ST3. There. Now you guys won't get confused. All right, he's gonna get Shaowz. That's what's gonna happen. He was detaching Pepelaratives to do her effect again, where you flip him in attack position, lose 600 attack. But his effect's going to get negated. He's going to give him extra 400 attack for his trouble, but it does not matter. He switches him to defense like a smart kid and passes to No Charity. I mean, what's your out with Lunas to Lunas? That was it. You only run one Photon Butterfly in your deck, usually. It's usually one Photon Butterfly, one Wolf, and one Brain Fart on the third one, but whatever that third one is. And then you have 2 Cat Dancers and 2 Big Ladies. Also, forgetting her name. But yeah, this is looking like it's going to be probably a deck out win. And this is definitely not one you want to repeat. A Lunalight Mirror is just miserable. It is over at No Charity. It is his turn. He's taken the longest on his turn, so timeout, it could be a possibility here. He's going to go ahead and activate Emerald Bird's effect, dumping Martin. Martin's going to thin out the deck, so this is going to come closer and closer to both being even, so a deck out game is not going to work necessarily. He might be going for it here, but he has 5 cards in his hand. The chance of him not having a Sphere Creeper in that hand is pretty slim, which leaves you open to the counterplay. Now he has 1 Fox that's been dumped. He still has another Fox. Yes, T3 does. No Charity looks like he probably has both of his Foxes. There goes one. He has 1 Fox left that we know of. Summons Cat Dancer in defense position. And ST3 wins. Just like that. Not sure why, but he did. Just like that, the ST3 is going to take the W, giving Sky Parameters an early lead here in the mirror match. I don't know if it was a timeout or not. It didn't tell me. So ST3 takes the early lead. It was a timeout, I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, I was saying he was taking a little bit too long in his turns there. There's no way you run a repeat on this. It was a timeout. I am checking. Chat told me, and looks like the actual chat also told me in Discord. So, that was a time limit. Time limit wins. Sky Parameters takes the early lead. ST3 gets that dub. We take those, guys. We take those. Still waiting for them to show up at the table. Okay, looks like we are ready to jump on in there. Alright, just heard word from the infamous Shaowz. He doesn't know how to read times. He thought it was 1, not 11. So he'll be here shortly. Looks like Dark Lords is going to come out from No Charity here. Dark Lord Ixchil's going to activate his effect, giving him a +2 by dumping the Nastin. Scale 1 to 10. How upset are you guys that Dark Lords have made a comeback? How many of you hated the Dark Lords meta? Me personally, I despised it. This Dark Lords meta, I actually don't mind it. It's not too powerful like it was in its prime, and it's still very much fun to play. And that I do not mind at all. This Dark Lords, I'm game for. Prime Dark Lords in their prime, no, get that out of here. Do not ever unlimit anything. He's going to set 2 and set 1 monster, passing it over to ST3. We know this is the Lunalights versus the Dark Lords. He has the hand traps. We didn't see any real text come from ST3. No Charity revealed his text, but it doesn't matter. He lost. So now we have absolutely no idea what's happening as far as his texts go. Emerald Bird's going to activate his effect, giving us a Lunalight, dumping Lunalight Martin. Martin's effect's going to activate, adding the fusion. He got a +1 off of that as well. Dark Lord's best deck, says Hype. Martin's effect activating, sending back the Burb. Is he just going to straight up pass? Can he afford to straight up pass? What back row do Dark Lords run now? Well, I know they've opened up some of their back rows since they no longer need to run the card that searched Valhalla, Hall of Valhalla. That most of them have taken that out because of the See You Later nerfs. And they have either teched in more Dark Lords cards or teched in more back row cards. Has No Charity teched in more back row is the question. So far he's got 2 set. In the old build it was basically 3 Book of Moon. That was your only defense. And if those are 2 Book of Moon sets, or are those brand new techs that he added? Alright, looks like ST3 is going to pass. Give it back to No Charity. And No Charity is going to activate the top deck Banishment of the Dark Lords that he had to give him contact. That's going to be pretty sweet here. He has options. Either option is fine, because both can activate their effects and summon the other one, which is exactly what's going to happen. That or he's going to search. He chooses to summon. That's the smart play. Good call. The search follow-up is where Nastin comes in now. There's the Nastin. He's getting searching. Over-under on Tez. I'm thinking Tez to hand. That's not coaching. That's just general gameplay from them. No! Adds a contact. What is he going for here? Passes back to ST3. Now this is a fat hand. He's going to have to do something or he's about to start discarding hands. 7 cards in the hand. Activates Fusion. I don't know about you guys. Well, you guys don't know. I'm getting electrocuted slightly here from my headset. So this, if I don't talk, it's probably because I'm in pain. Ow. Might have to find a new headset. Looks like he is going for the big lady. 3 Lunar Lights going from 2 from the hand, 1 from the field, summoning Big Bertha. That's actually Saber Dancer, but might as well call her Big Bertha. Huge. Untargetable. 3,400 because he added the Martin back to the field with Burb's effect. Martin's effects are negated. $3,400 attack. Untargetable Saber Dancer. Does Dark Lords have an out to an untargetable monster? He's swinging. Ixchel's effect's going to activate. He is down to 1,000 life. Oof. He's going to get searching. Is he going to add a Tez to try and save his Ixchel? No, he's going to add a Desire. Desire targets. He's going to activate Sanctified Dark Lord. That was one of his set cards. It was not Book of Moon. He's going to dump the Ixchel, gain 3,000 attack, and negating Saber Dancer's effect. She is very much targetable right now. Sanctified Dark Lords is in fact your out to Saber Dancer because it is non-targeting negation. He's going to activate the Dark Lord contact that he added in his previous turn to summon the Ixchel. Ixchel's effect's going to activate, copy the contact. Contact's going to bring out Nastin. 2 monsters in defense, 1 set. We have Sanctified Dark Lord in the graveyard. Nastin can still copy, Ixchel cannot. Is this where you swing in? You know he's running hand traps. Nastin's copying. Is this going to bite him in the butt? 5k life, though, is going to give him some wiggle room here. It's going to be hard to OTK, even with a Dancer. If he loses any life below 5, though, it's not going to be... He's going to be OTKable. Okay, he summons the Desire. Desire's effect going off. He's going to lose 1,000 life and send off the Dancer. Sets another card. Goes to battle. He is feeling out what he has in his hand. He wanted to get a read on whether or not there were any Sphere Karibos in the hand. Did he get what he was looking for? Unfortunately, we don't get hourglass delay, so I can't tell you for sure, but to me, it seemed like there was a slight delay between the swing and the connect. So if I were a betting man, I'd say he's got 3 Sphere Karibos in his deck most likely, so he probably ripped a Sphere Karibo or 2 with only 12 cards prior to this draw in his deck and 4 in his hand. No Charity, straight up passes. This is going to be tough. He's going to switch to defense. Can you out the Lunas? You have the tools, but do you swing in, knowing now, obviously, switching to defense, we can assume that he probably got a read on that Sphere Karibo. You don't want to give him D-draw. You don't want to swing into a boxer. 10 cards in his deck. No Charity is on the better side of a deck out. With a strong defense, straight up passing, this might be another situation where he's going for the deck out. ST3 is going to have to make some plays here. Or he's going to deck out first. He's got 2 set. Do you go for another Dancer? He's going to set 1 so he doesn't have to discard any cards. Maybe hoping to bait him into a possible monster in attack position. No, straight up passes. Right now, as it looks, I would agree with you, Excite. It looks like Luna Lights is going to get decked out unless he can find a way over the Dark Lord wall. He's going to be facing a deck out. I'm switching headphones. I can't keep getting electrocuted like this. Pass again. Pass again. Wow, riveting excitement here, guys. You came to Team Wars to watch teams pass. That's what you're getting. Some of the best players in Duel Links straight up passing. Sets another monster so he doesn't have to discard. Passes to no Charity. Alright, this is looking like Dark Lords is now going to have to play some cards, or he's going to discard and he chooses to discard and he discards a Star Surf Sovereignty. We have Young coming in to root for Sky parameters here, but it might not be enough. He's going to he can't do anything. Discards a Martin. It's looking like it's going to be a deck out game here. And who benefits from deck out games? As long as he has some of his spells and traps in the grave, Dark Lords can infinitely loop. Now, I don't see any spells and traps in his grave. The card he set could be his trap card. He has a face-up Martin. That is a card that he can target. He can also target his own monsters. And he will let himself get a trap in the grave, and then that way he can loop it. Stronger than steel, hotter than the sun. Sauce God's in here. Dumps a boxer. Charity got a timer loss, but now he's having fun. It's looking like it's a riveting gameplay here from both players. I can't believe we have a double set, 1 face up in defense from ST3 and a triple set, 3 defense from No Charity here. This is insane, guys. He discards the Dark Lord Banishment. Oh, flips the rabbit. I said burb. It's rabbit. Flips the rabbit. Is he going for game here? He has no other options. Book of Moon says no. Did he draw whatever fancy card he needed to draw that turn that could have given him a chance at beating this Dark Lord board from No Charity here? Wow. Riveting play here. No, ST3 now is deciding on what to do next. His rabbit was flipped face down by Book of Moon. Oh my goodness. Now he has a fox face up. What's going to happen to that? He is going for the Xyz play. Photon Butterfly in defense position. Photon Butterfly's effect can be activated here. Target one defense position monster in the field, change it to face-up attack position. If you do, it loses 600 attack. That is most likely a Sovereignty face down. He set it early, 800 attack. Or it could be a stick. That has 1800 attack. Does he have his trap set? He probably does. He might have felt it. He's going to pass. Desire's effect's going to go off. He's going to lose 1000 attack and send Photon Butterfly to the grave. Excitons, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. Yeah. Stick gets discarded here. He chooses to send the rabbit. Over the butterfly. Is he trying to negate the butterfly effect here and gain 2100 life points? Because right now they're both at 4000. There it is. Photon Butterfly's effect's going to activate. He might be going for game here. He's going for the Desire. He's not bothering with whatever that face down is. There it is. Sanctified Dark Lords. You knew it was there. You just didn't know which one it was. He tosses the Uko back, gains 2100 life, and negates the Photon Butterfly. We knew it was there. This is going to allow him now to negate another monster effect, copy it, and gain more life points. This will increase his deck count, making him on the positive side of the deck out. Rabbit's effect's going to activate, grabbing from the grave a burb. Rabbit's other effect's going to activate, targeting the back row, sending it back to the hand. What does he have here? Martin's effect activates. Rabbit's coming back. He has a trap in the grave that he could easily copy. He's going for another Xyz play. It's Malevolent Sin. That's the one I forgot. That's the one you run. That's your third Xyz. You have Direwolf, you have Butterfly, and you have Sin. Sin's going to swing into the defense monster, not even bothering to negate or to banish any monster, because there's no point. You're not going to gain anything from it. If you banish the Desire, he comes back with 3000 attack. If you banish the Ixchel, she's going to negate you with the Graveyard Trap. He dumps a regular Prismatic Karibo. Somebody did not have a third Sphere Karibo. I feel you, man. I'm only at 2 myself. He's going to go ahead and copy the trap in the grave, reducing him to 5,000 or 100 life points. Doesn't matter. Who is he negating? I didn't catch who he negated. Anybody catch who he negated? Let's see. Who's negated? Who's negated? Who's negated? Negating his own Desire, bringing his attack back up to 3,000. He's going to activate Banishment of the Dark Lords to search, and Dark Lord Nastin is going to come back on the field, setting 1, 2 cards as the back row. He's just chilling. He is chilling. He has a forever recycling system. He can recycle 1 for a search, but he did lose the card advantage there. He had a +2. Now he has only a +1 over ST3. Photon's effect's going to activate. He's going to target the Desire. Dark Lord was set. That's the card he ripped. Or, sorry, searched. Gains 2,100. All we need is a Raw now, and we have ourselves a God card. Sin is going to activate his effect. He wanted to banish the Nastin. Was that a bait? It was not. No charity loses. Or sorry, no charity wins. No charity wins. ST3 loses. All right, both players are now down to their final decks. The score is now tied. Phoenix was able to tie it up with Dark Lords. Both players are on the board. Nothing to spectate yet. So we're tied at 1-1 for Sky Parameters versus Phoenix. They both have something to prove. Which is the better deck? Dark Lords now is going to go take another swing from No Charity. And what did ST3 bring? If I was a betting man, I'd bet that he brought some Blue Eyes. That's an Ultimate Dragon activation. That's a guaranteed Blue Eyes right there. Does Blue Eyes have a favorable matchup against Stick Chair Dark Lords? Oh boy. Yeah, I'd say no. That's just me, though. That's a solid opener, though. I think going first in the Blue Eyes matchup against the Stick and Chair Dark Lords is kind of where you want to be. Because you know they run back row and interruptions, and you don't want to have them have a fat board here. What was that? That was very loud.
Dark Lords bad, please clap for me. I am very brave.
I think that was a donation. Thank you for the donation. I guess I didn't come up on the mix. I'm not too sure what it was. I guess I need to update some of my Streamlabs here. Let's see. No, I don't know what that was. All right, someone own up to that because I don't know what it was. But yeah, Dark Lord something something, they suck. Streamlabs doesn't have any recent events. Thank you for that, whoever it was. I can't find it anywhere, though. I'm in Streamlabs right now, and I'm not seeing anything, so... Sorry. Okay, Dark Lords here is going to open up pretty sweet here. He got his Ixchel +2 by discarding Ukobac. Got his 2 cards. Activated Dark Lord Contact. Contact targeted Ixchel. Ixchel is going to get summoned onto the field. Ixchel effect activating, losing 1,000 life points, and mimicking the Dark Lord Contact to summon the Ukobac. Ukobac's effect's going to activate. Thank you, Just Desserts. True friend of the channel. Appreciate you. Alright, he dumps the trap with Ukobac. He has the trap. He's able to negate a monster effect. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon is out on the field from ST3 here. This is his grave, if you all forgot, and I wasn't able to pay attention because I got distracted by that lovely announcement. Set 2 from the Dark Lords. He's just chilling. He's back in the driver's seat chilling here. Both looks like I mean, let's be honest. Deck outs have been a strategy for both players in both matches that we've seen so far, and right now the deck out game is unfortunately against Blue Eyes. Not just that, but Dark Lords are basically able to infinitely recycle, so I wouldn't count on them decking out here. Just Desserts at let's go Caliber. Sure, let's go. We have a summon of Whitestone of the Ancients from ST3 here. He most likely, if I was a betting man, has a Sage with Eyes of Blue in his hand. Otherwise, that just seems like a silly play. Or does he have in his extra deck? Nope. Maybe he was trying to bait out a back row. It worked. Book of Moon's going to flip down Whitestone of the Ancients before he gets a chance to activate a Sage with Eyes of Blue on him, in case that was what he was going for. Alright, here we go. We're getting a little aggressive here from ST3. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon in attack mode. He's going to take out that Ukobek. In the grave, we know we have the trap and we have the banishment, so he can search and he can negate. That being said, Spirit Dragon has an ability that negates in the card effects in the graveyard. Does that count for both of these cards? Now, are these activated in the grave? Or are they activated through Ixchel's effect? I'm being sarcastic. I know the answer. I'm just kind of building up drama. Takes out the Ukobak. We can expect that. That's pretty straightforward. Ixchel's effect's going to activate. Pays 1,000 life points. Is he searching? Yes, he is. He's going to search for Banishment of the Dark Lords. Use Banishment of the Dark Lords. Copy its effect to search for a contact. Blue Eyes can't do squat diddly. That is a monster effect, ladies and gentlemen. On the field, not an effect in the grave. Blue Eyes is useless. Dark Lord Contact, that's the card he just searched. Is he getting back a Ukobak? Yes, he is. Back the Ukobak, back the Ukobak. Ukobak's effects can activate discarding. It was a tough decision. A Nastin. I said discard, but it's not a true discard. It's from deck to grave. He is down to 1,000 life points. Ixchel's going to copy the trap. He can respond here. That is an option. Does he want to bounce out? Is he tagging out? Is he leaving him in? Riveting. We know that this is a stone. He flipped it down Book of Moon. We don't know what that is. It's clearly not his trap. That's in the grave. This is what we've seen so far from ST3. 3 cards in hand, no back row. Gains a 2,500, and he negates the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. He chose not to bounce. Activates Banishment of the Dark Lord's Prismatic Flex. Adds a Desire. Ooh, he might be going for it. He might be going for it. We know that Whitestone of the Ancients only has 500 defense. No! Chooses to tribute off the Ukobak. Desire is here. Is he going to deal with the Spirit? Yes, he is. Or is he going to deal with the Stone? Now he sends to the graveyard. He doesn't destroy. And Stone's effect activates. Nope, chooses to go for the Spirit. So he's going to be able to get his Stone effect unless he doesn't swing. And just lets it chill. No, right to the end phase. He just wanted to deal with the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. What does ST3 have? Now this isn't a phenomenal board here from No Charity. He only has a Summon, which he can get Nast in, or a Search, which he can grab anything, i.e. the trap. He flips up his Whitestone of the Ancients. He, in fact, had the Sage with Eyes of Blue in his hand. That was the play he was going for last turn before it was interrupted by a Book of Moon. Whitestone of the Ancients goes to the graveyard. That's going to give him a Blue Eyes in the end phase. Blue Eyes White Dragon hits the field. He has no effects that can be negated by the trap. Ancients effect activates in the graveyard. He's not going to wait for a Blue Eyes from the Ancients. He's just going to add a Blue Eyes to his hand. Is he using his skill? Yes, he is. Ultimate Dragons activates, revealing 1 Blue Eyes, 2 Blue Eyes. Is he going for big, bad Neo Blue Eyes? Or is he going safe? What is he summoning? Is he playing it safe or is he going all in? There is 1 back row. He's playing it safe. Sending 2 Blue Eyes to the graveyard to summon Twin Burst Dragon. Summons a White Stone of the Ancients. He had one all along. He's still able to get a Blue Eyes off of this at the end turn. He's going for the Xyz play here. Oh, sorry, Synchro play. Is that delay from the back row or from the Ixchel? Is he deciding? Is No Charity trying to decide what his next move here is? He lets it go through. If I was a betting man, I'd be betting on the machine. I forget his name. Vermilion Dragon Mech. Thank you. And in fact, it is Vermilion Dragon Mech. Vermilion Dragon Mech's effect's going to activate. He is going for that Ixchel, saying... By Ixchel. Ixchel's effect activates, lose 1,000 life points. He's going to copy the Banishment's effect. Banishment adds a Tez to the hand. Now Tez can protect from destruction here, and he does in fact protect from destruction. Was his best bet to go for the back row instead? Did he play into that Tez perfectly? Well, we know Twin Burst can attack, and if it doesn't destroy a monster, send it back to the hand. He's going to Book a Moon here. He Book a Moons the Twin Burst. Vermilion Dragon Mech is going to take out the Desire. Ixchel effect already activated. Can't do anything with that. And he's down to 1,800 life points. He has 1 copy effect left. He activates Banishment of the Dark Lords. Ooh, what is he searching for? He grabs the trap. Trap in hand, 2 additional cards. Is it looking pretty bad here for Dark Lords? I don't know. Twin Burst is flipped down, and there's a set card. Sets a card. Sets another card. Gonna make it a little harder for him to figure out which one's the trap. And ends his turn. Just like that. 1,800 life. Double set. It's looking like ST3 might come out on top here. Vermilion Dragon Mech trying again to destroy a card on the field. Which card is he going to try to destroy? The Ixchel. Ixchel's effect is going to activate, copying the Dark Lord Contact, leaving him with only 800 life. He cannot copy anymore. Summons the Nastin. Ixchel gets destroyed. If the trap needs to tribute a Dark Lord monster to activate on the field. Did he just goof? Is he out of life points and out of chances? Is that a Dark Lord monster in his hand? ST3 goes to the battle phase. Does he have a shot here? Is there another Book of Moon? He activates the trap. Sends off the Nastin. Oof. Gains 3,000 life, but it won't matter unless there's a Book of Moon. Twin Burst Dragon gets flipped face down. He gains 3,000 life, and Vermilion Dragon Mech swings it for 27. He has 1 copy left, 1 card in hand, and 1 left to rip. Is he able to recover from this? This is devastating. His board was broken. He has a stick. Does he have a chair? 8 cards left in his deck, 1 in his hand. Chair's in there. But ST3 has a back row. Is that back row going to be fatal for this play? Is he going to interrupt it? Gets a +1, +2. Sovereignty's effect's going to activate. It's looking like he might be able to pull off an Xyz here unless that back row from ST3 is a treacherous trap hole. What? What? Oh no. Oh no. Pops both chairs, and just like that, No Charity passes. ST3 is in the driver's seat. He has his Twin Burst. He has 2 cards in hand, and just like that, he just goes for game. 1,200 to the face. ST3 wins. Holy moly. Looks like Blue Eyes had the favorable matchup there. Sky Parameters takes the lead back, saying, thank you for holding on to that tie for us, but we aren't looking for ties. Whoops. Oops. Thank you, Young Slorp. You are a true friend of the channel. Appreciate you. All right, ST3 is now 2 wins. Can he streak here with his Blue Eyes deck? I don't know who's coming up to bat next. When I find out, I will be sure to update the player, obviously. No Charity is done. He was able to get 1 win. Thank you for the follow, Maxura. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. Still waiting. They're deciding on who to send against Blue Eyes. Do they have a counter for Blue Eyes? Did we see any spicy text from ST3? I'd say we saw Tretch. That being said, I've seen Tretch pretty much all this week from Blue Eyes players. So I wouldn't call that spicy, but if you weren't paying attention, you definitely would have been caught off guard with a Treacherous in a Blue Eyes deck. Looks like they are sending in Brandon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on game 3 here. Phoenix versus Sky Parameters. Sky Parameters with an early 2-1 lead. It is Water XZs. Ooh. Blue Eyes suffers hard under Water XZs. That being said, Blue Eyes can also win against Water XZs. Looks like Blue Eyes is going first, and that is devastating because Water wants to go first so they can set up their board to prevent any Blue Eyes monsters from hitting the field because they're kind of chunker. He opens up with the lovely Melody of the Awakening Dragon, dumping a card of Consonance. I guess he didn't have anything else to dump. And adds an alternative and a Blue Eyes to his hand. Activates alternative effect, summons alternative White Dragon. Revealing his Blue Eyes that he just added to his hand, sets one and passes. Brandon's on the top here and ST3 on the bottom. How do you respond to the one back row? Well, you open with Gishki Chain. Looks like you might not have opened Ideal. A Gishki Chain play is usually not something you go right off into. Unless he's trying to feel out the back row. Maybe he thinks he doesn't have OTK next turn, but we saw 1 Blue Eyes. All he needs is another Blue Eyes, and he has a skill, and you're going to lose. Alright, he's able to change the order of the top of his deck. ST3 holds on to his back row. No, he does not. He Book of Moons. Is that a premature Book of Moon? It's not a major threat to leave a Gishki Chain face up unless your opponent has fish in hand. Triple set. Oof. That's going to be tough for Blue Eyes. That's going to be very tough for Blue Eyes. He's going to activate alternative White Dragon's effect right off the bat. Eternal Mystic, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, true friend of the channel. Targeting the face down Gishki chain. Fiendish chains coming out from Brandon. Locking up the Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon. Is it wasted? Is it a waste? Because if he has a tuner in his hand, it don't matter. He, in fact, has the tuner. Now, I understand the treacherous trap hole. Oh my goodness. Brandon ripped the treacherous trap hole, and just like that, Blue Eyes and Whitestone gone. That might be bad, because now he has 2 Blue Eyes in his hand, and a skill that he hasn't used yet. There it is, Ultimate Dragons. Maybe that was a premature tretch. Maybe not. Here comes Ultimate Dragons. Your Gishki's going to die either way. Maybe you should have held off. Polymerization coming from ST3. 2 Blue Eyes going to the grave. 1 Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon coming to the field. 1 card in hand, bops the Gishki chain. He has 1 set, 1 card in hand, and draws another one. He did get to arrange his cards, and of course he arranged them in a favorable manner. Summons his heavy infantry. Infantry's effect is going to activate. He's going to add the marksman to the field as well, activating his skill, making both of the fish or aqua monsters on the field level 4, exceeding into a rank 4, most likely Abyss Dweller. He has a pop. That is how you deal with Twin Burst Dragon. It is in fact an Abyss Dweller. Dweller's effect just gonna pop right as soon as he hits the field. Getting rid of Twin Burst Dragon, using the effect of infantry in the grave. And he swings in for an easy 2200. Back to ST3, 1 card in hand. Does he have any stones in the grave to add more Blue Eyes? Yes, he does not, actually. But he has a stone now. Sage with Eyes of Blue hits the field, adding a stone to the hand. What's that other card in his hand? It might not be enough, unless that's a card of consonants. You or a trap card. It's a card of consonants! It's like I'm scripting this. And he rips 2 cards. He's going to activate Marksman effect in the end phase, not allowing any of the stone's effects to go off. Or the 1 stone effect not to go off. Just got word Shaowz is going to be bouncing. He's not going to be showing up. What a jerk. It's just going to be me today. Sorry guys if you were looking forward to a Shaowz. Lord Ranger, thank you. You're a fruit friend of the channel. Appreciate you. It's not looking good for Blue Eyes, guys. Let's be honest. He's going to banish stone to add the alternative White Dragon to his hand. Does he have his 1 and remaining Blue Eyes in his hand to make alternative live? He's got 2 in the grave. He does, in fact, have his other Blue Eyes. Alternative's going to hit the field. Now, Brandon has 2 set. And if I was a betting man, I'd be like, that's a Book of Moon. And in fact, it is a Book of Moon. Not the greatest matchup for Blue Eyes here in Water Xyz. That being said, he's a little small right now. He can't get over the Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon. He's going to need a top deck a Diva here to make himself be able to come back here. Or he's going to find a way to keep that alternative suppressed. He sets a card and passes. Didn't bother to switch Dweller to defense. Is that a misplay? Book of Moon right off the bat. Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon is going to get suppressed. He did not bother to put Abyss Dweller in defense. I guess he's not afraid. Obviously had the Book of Moon. Sage's effects can activate, adding another stone to the hand. How many Card of Consonances does he run in his deck? We've seen 2. Does he have a 3rd? 5 cards left. He does, in fact, have a 3rd. This is going to give him 3 cards left in the deck. Can Brandon stall long enough? Ancient Rules. That's the 2nd one. So he's pretty much revealed his entire deck here. No, that's the 1st one. Last game he played it. My bad. Ancient Rules, summoning the blue eyes that he had in his hand. Thank you for the follow, Gabriel. Appreciate you. True friend of the channel. He can synchro here, or is that back row going to prevent any additional plays? Again, he is small. He's going to let the synchro go through. Abyss Dweller is tiny. He can't really do much. Vermilion Dragon Mech hits the field. He's going to take care of that back row. It was a treacherous, and it was dead. He treached early on into the game. Double set here from ST3. 100 life points left. 3 cards left in the deck. Vermilion's going to swing into Abyss Dweller. 3,000 life points left for Brandon. Is he going to top deck a Diva? That is his only shot. But with double back row, a Diva might not be enough. Like I said, Blue Eyes has a tough matchup against Water. But not a completely dead matchup against Water. Just like that passes. ST3 is looking like he's about to win. Vermilion Dragon Mech gonna pop that defense position monster. Get out of here. And it was an infantry all along. Flip summons alternative, and that is gonna be GG. Summons a stone just for the flex. Swings in with stone, 600 to the face, 2,700 for game. And just like that, ST3 makes it a 3-1 for Sky Parameters. Brandon came in, tried to counter the Blue Eyes. Unsuccessfully. Unsuccessfully here. Let's update some of these scores. All right, looks like we're going to see a repeat. They're using their repeat here. All right, we're seeing a repeat from Phoenix. 1 repeat gone. Brandon's going to hit the board again with Water XCs. Is he going to have the opportunity to go first? That is what he needed. He lost the coin flip in the first match. Is he going to get lucky and get the coin flip in the repeat match? That is the burning question, and he is going to win the coin flip. Is that all he needed to win? Is that all he needed to win? Well, a Diva's going to pretty much guarantee him a solid start here. Diva summons straight from the deck. Infantry hits the field. Infantry has an additional normal summon. It is used to bring out the Gishki Chain. Gishki Chain's effect activates. Looks at the top 3 cards of his deck. Arranges them in the order that he so chooses. This is pretty rough for Blue Eyes as far as a start goes. This might be exactly what they needed to come back here, Phoenix. Territory of the Shark gets activated, turns everybody into a level 4 for a rank 4 XEs. Uses the Diva and the Infantry, of course, making a Abyss Dweller. Sets 1. Does he set a second? No, he does not. This is a rough board state for ST3 to break. But if anybody can do it, it's probably him. summons a Sage. Sage adds a stone. But it's actually a white stone of legend, not of ancients. Card of Consonance activating. White stone of legend gets dumped. Is Brandon going to respond to this? No, he is not. Oh, wait. He still has a chance. No, he is not. He's going to let that go through, and Blue Eyes comes to the hand. He's got a massive card advantage here, 6 cards. Card of Consonance again, doubling that advantage. Dumps the Ancients this time. Adds 2 more cards. If that's a bunch of Blue Eyes, he has an alternative in the hand, revealing 1 Blue Eyes. Summoning alternative. Alternative's going to get popping here. No, he is not. He's going to get tretched. Oh my goodness. Of all the traps for this guy to drip in turn 1, Treacherous is probably his best trap or spell or back row of any kind to rip. Just like that, ST3's board is gone. His card advantage doesn't matter. If you have nothing to play with, all the cards in the hand aren't going to help you, and there's no hand traps that Blue Eyes runs. Is it over? Did the repeat pay off? Did I just blow out your eardrums? All possibilities, I might have. I'm sorry if I did. He's thinking. Is he thinking, do I scoop? Let me know how the volume is. I adjusted it. I didn't know if I was blowing your eardrums out, but everything was red, so I thought I might have been. Oof. He's thinking hard. This might be the end here for ST3. Whitestone of the Ancients activating. Adds back Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon to the hand. He's not going to get a Blue Eyes at the end of his turn here, unfortunately. That being said, it didn't matter. He was probably going to get countered. Ancient Rules coming out from ST3. Is this what he needed? We know that he still has an Atlantean attached to Dweller here. He could pop whatever he summons if he so chooses. That is how good Water Xyz is. They not only have back row destruction and protection, they have monster destruction and protection. And it's monster destruction from the grave. So it's very difficult to counter unless you have a Blue Eyes Synchro on the field that negates monster effects from the grave. And he wasn't able to get it out. So unfortunately, he's going to pass here. It's looking like a pretty unfortunate loss here from ST3. The Phoenix repeat is going to pay off. Abyss Dweller hits the board. Double Dweller and a Marksman to cap it off. That's lethal through 1 sphere. Swings in. And just like that, ST3 is out and Brandon takes a dub. Who are they bringing up after ST3? Phoenix closing in on that lead from Sky Parameters. It is now 3-2. Looks like Excalibur is up next. What does he have to counter Water Xyz? Is Excalibur on Lunalights? We've already seen one Lunalights from both teams. Did they have another one lined up? Just in case. ST3, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. Nice job going 3-2. That's a positive win rate if I ever saw one. Good job. All right, Excalibur is up. Does he have the counter for Brandon? Is this Cyber Dragons? Did both teams start their Lunalights and not bring another Lunalight? Double set. Pass. Brandon's up. If this is Cyber Dragons, that's a pretty poor start. Usually they open core, but it does not look like Excalibur might have opened core if in fact he is playing Cyber Dragons. Again, we do not know the deck, but if I was a betting man, that might be Cyber Dragons. Now, I have seen players play Zane with Lunalights to throw off the possibility of people thinking they were playing against Cyber Dragons. Deep Sea Diva is going to hit the board. It was a phenomenal start here from Brandon. Infantry is back up. He gets an additional normal summon. He doesn't have to use it, but he has it. Is that a delay, or is Brandon thinking? Book of Moon on the infantry. Bye-bye additional normal summon. Bye-bye Xyz play. Unless you have a fish in the hand, you are done. Goes into the battle phase, no set cards, and swings for 200. ST3, where's core? What the hell? Yeah, I'm curious myself. If this is in fact Cybers, it is Rips of Fusion support. That's going to allow him to make 2 Cyber Dragons, quote unquote. They're not true Cyber Dragons, but they are on the field. Cyberload Fusion is going to activate. This is not good. With no back row from Brandon, this might be it. Excalibur, even though opening poorly, Brandon was stopped by a single Book of Moon and ripping no back row. Rampage effect activating. Excalibur sets an additional card. Mills a core. Mills a Cyber Dragon. This is lethal. Exact lethal. Just like that. Excalibur wins. Giving Sky Parameters their lead back. Well, they already had the lead, but increasing their lead once more. So Brandon's going to be out. He repeated, so he's done. Who are they bringing in his place? All right, looks like it's going to be Schofield hitting the field. What? Why am I not typing? Schofield. Hitting the field. Uh-oh. This might be a shadow game. Uh-oh. Not good. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. They're sorting it out. Looks like it worked out. Hey, they still happen. They're rare, but they happen. Okay, I have a spectate button finally. It looks like Excalibur is going to be on the top and Schofield on the bottom.
Duel.
We know Excalibur is on the Cyber Dragons. How do you respond with Cyber Dragons? This is looking like maybe another dragon deck that starts with a T and has an H and an under in it. And possibly Thunder. It is in fact Thunder Dragons that we see from Schofield here. Charge of the Light Brigade. Oof. He milled a Levy and 2 Hawks. Does he run 1, 2, or 3 Hawks? I've seen both. Raiden to hand. Does he have a Levy in hand? Triple back row is going to be tough. Hand Sanders, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, a true friend of the channel. He's thinking, what does this play against triple back row? Normally, Thunder Dragons don't care. They just kind of YOLO Bunga Bunga into triple back row. He's going to toss the the Roar, adding a Hawk. So now he doesn't get the special summon effect of a Roar if he so banishes it, since he used his add effect. But he has the effect of Hawk. Banishes a Hawk. Looks like he has Duo in the hand. Banishes a Dark. Dark's going to search. Duo hits the board. Hawk's going to mulligan his hand. Did he misclick or was that on purpose? Did he misclick or was that on purpose? You don't usually see yourself add a Hawk to only banish your Hawk and mulligan your hand. Sends 2. It might have been on purpose. Adds 2. He added a Roar with the search from Dark, who's also dead. He doesn't have his effect. Dark's effect, dead. Roar effect, dead. Hawk effect, dead. Duo's on the field. Summons the Raiden. Didn't send it back. Did he grab a Levy? Was he trying to get a Levy with his search? When you see 2 blue cards mill from the top of your deck, you're not having a good time. Melody of the Awakening Dragon, that is a questionable play. You could have accidentally milled both of your levies. Only adds 1, so looks like he's only running 2. He does not have a third, or he would have most likely added it, unless it's already in his hand. So either he's running 2 or he had 1 in his hand the whole time. Usually you'll want a Melody first so you don't accidentally mill all your Chaos Dragons. He reveals Chaos Dragon Levineered. Cogs, appreciate you for the follow. Thank you, you're a true friend of the channel. Just like that, making a rank 8, Heliopolis, non-targeting destruction, 3000 attack. What's he hitting? Does he have lethal? He has 1 Levy in the hand. We don't know what the other 2 cards are. You can only use monsters to pop. So at most he has 3 pops if all 3 are monsters, but he does not have lethal if all 3 are monsters and he uses all 3. He could pop with 2, leaving a third, hoping you pop the right 2, and then summoning the Levy, which does he have enough? He does, just barely. Exactly 3 Dark, he won't have destruction effect. But he will have the ability to swing. Offering of the Doomed goes out, targeting the Heliopolis. Nothing he can do to respond to it. Just like that, 1 back row is taken care of, but probably not in the way that Schofield wanted. Is Cyber Dragons going to sneak out a win here against Thunder Dragons from overextension from Schofield? He has used up a lot of resources and done a lot of nothing. He's burnt through resources like crazy and gotten rid of one back row card. That's it. And he got rid of it in a non-optimal way. That does add a light to the grave, so his levy is live now. He can start popping if he so chooses. Zane does lose his draw there with offerings. All right, levies hitting the board, banishing a levy, a duo, and a roar. Again, roar's effect's been used this turn. Just like that, overflow. Non-targeting destruction, banishes the core, pops the dragon. Wait, he went 3 dark to get rid of the card in his hand. He didn't go light, dark, dark. He went triple dark. He, in fact, had another levy in his hand. He is running 3. Does he swing into this? He knows he doesn't have a draw, but he will trigger his skill, and if that's a fusion that's set, he's fine, because his attack's 3,000. Actually, no, he's not fine, because then he'll summon a lovely... It is a Drowning Mirror Force in 2021? No draw from Zane. Does Schofield have any monsters left? Can he even summon anything? Can he OTK here? Hawk. Summons Roar. Summons Lupin. Exactly what he needs to close this out. Plus a 100. Holy top deck mode. If he didn't top that Roar, or sorry, that Lupin, he couldn't OTK. Holy moly. Schofield wins. Gee, what a match. Now that's the kind of stuff you came to watch. You didn't come to watch you didn't come to watch people try and deck each other out for 2 hours. Again, Phoenix closing in on that lead. Schofield is there. 3rd. Excalibur takes his first loss. Again, this is a new layout, so a bunch of the stuff is in different spots, so bear with me, guys. Sorry. Okay, just like that, Excalibur takes his first loss. If I mathed right, 3 for them, 4 for them, 3, 4. Okay. Everything looks good on my end. If he didn't top deck that Lupin, he couldn't OTK. He did burn a lot of resources. Is he going to be a little more conservative this time? It did work out in his favor, but was it all because it was planned, or was it just the luck of the draw? All right, both players at the table. What? Saratorius? Schofield with Thunder Dragons going second. The ideal situation for a Thunder Drag player. No, it is a light barrier. Did they seriously bring in Valkyries? No, Trimids. Not balance either. Interesting. Trimids against Thunder Dragons. One set, Master on the field and a Cruiser on the field spell zone. Does Schofield have lethal here? One back row, again, Oonga Boongaing. That's what Thunder Dragons do. Summoning Raiden. Raiden is going to mill 2. Unless you flip up a Trimid Pulse and prevent him from activating his effect. Banishing 2 cards. One's a field spell, one's a monster. Now we see where that Light Barrier skill from Ceratorius comes into play. And popping Raiden. Is Excalibur just about to go ham on him next turn, or does Schofield have a response to his one starter getting picked off early? Sets a card. Excalibur has a search here. Master is going to use his effect, banish the Cruiser, summoning a King Golem. Cruiser's effects activating in the graveyard, adding 1 card to his hand from his deck, chooses another Master. This is the end phase. Passes to Excalibur. What is the play? Master getting rid of his King Golem to get rid of that back row. Is the back row a Cosmic? Thunder Dragons are known to run Cosmic. They're also known to run hand traps. You might need that King Golem. It is in fact a Cosmic. King Golem's effect activating, allowing him to have an additional summon, or a special summon, for another Master. He has only a Cruiser. He did not have a King Golem. Cruiser effect activating, draw 1, discard 1, might not be enough. This is not lethal through a sphere, but it might not matter. Unless that was no hand traps from Schofield. And just like that, Excalibur wins with Trimids and a non-balance skill. We're a tie game. No, we're not. Sky Parameter ekes away again. Every time Phoenix closes the gap, Sky Parameters ends up moving away. Schofield. All right. Is this a Lunalight? All right. Are we seeing a Lunalight here? This is a Yami Yugi. Usually, Yami Yugi is Destiny Draw Lunalights. He's going to activate Light Barrier. During your standby phase, toss a coin. If the result is tails, the following effects are negated until your next standby phase. Irrelevant. It is strictly there so he has a play. So he can send it to the grave and add another field spell to the field. That's a pretty solid board. Double Hunter, Light Barrier, and a back row. One in hand. He's thinking. While he's thinking, I'm going to take a quick restroom break. Ooh, it's going to be quiet for mine in a little bit. I go away and I come back to Fire Kings? Holy moly. Treacherous trap hole. He's gonna suicide here unless... No, he's suiciding. Total suicide. He wanted the suicide. He wants Sphinx on the field. Summons him in defense position. Just like that, Fire Kings, turn 2, their turn 1, were able to get out a Purga Trio and set a card. Just like that. He's going to activate Light Barrier's effect. Tosses it. Calls it. He did not King Golem. Sets a card. Fire Kings are known to run Battling Boxer Veil. Leaves the Sphinx in defense. Is he afraid of a drowning? And passes. If he had King Golemed, he would have had lethal. He missed lethal by 100. Even if he switched Sphinx to attack position. Leaving him in defense, okay, cool. But at the same time, I don't know what he's doing. I came back from a restroom break and I come back to this, and maybe he's getting nervous here, seeing an Invoker. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. What? All dark monster effects are negated that are activated on the field or in the graveyard. He is not going to give him the search. Main. This guy brought Shadow Imprisoning Mirror and a weird skill to his Trimid deck. Maybe that's what he was going for. Just Dessert saying he won anyway. That appears to be the case, though he is going to activate Fire King Island's effect, adding a Fire King High Avatar Garunix to his hand. Jack, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. Again, activating Light Barrier. Activates it, calls it wrong. King Golem now hits the field. That's the card he added to his hand. And he basically has lethal here unless he gets Book of Moon. And he's going to pass. He doesn't want to give him his D-Draw, which will add Invocation to the hand. Unless he ripped it on his own anyway. Fire King Island. Destroy one monster in your hand. Search a card. Yeah, Hype didn't get to play today. He got benched. Alright. Maybe he knew what he was doing and the rest of us were clueless, but I feel like he could have had game last turn. I mean, now he's going to use his effect. Hunter's going to get searching, or I guess activating. Activates Fortress so he doesn't fall victim to Garunix's effect, and before Arvada hits the board and gets negated. But just like that, he's going to die, and this is a face-down Trimid card, so it is not protected from the effects of Fortress. He's face down. He's getting popped. Both gone. Borang. summoned. Arvada, dead. Top deck the Master. Is it enough? I don't think so. He has a search with Island still if he so chooses to. If Borang dies, he has a search. Oh, card effect. If he dies by battle, he ain't getting searching. Sphere Karibo. Maybe that's why he didn't do what he did last turn. He felt the Sphere Karibo in his hand from swinging in early. Maybe that's why he pulled off the play that he did. But at the same time, King Golem would prevent Sphere Karibo from activating. So maybe that's not the case here. He is able to tag out Fortress for Cruiser, adding back Sphinx. So if Master dies, Sphinx hits the board, Cruiser's on the field. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror only cucks the Invoker, nothing else. Schofield's, I think, in the driver's seat still. I think Excalibur's on the ropes. I do not think Excalibur's looking good right now. Duel Links Team Wars is hosting a stream with 245 viewers. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm NightFox15, and we are in a heated match between Trimids with a weird skill and odd techs versus a Fire King's deck that is running Invoker. Sky Parameters currently has the lead with 5-3. Phoenix has used one repeat already to repeat with Water, and just like that, Schofield wins. And again, they do the same thing. They are inching closer, but are always one game behind. That seems to be how Phoenix has been playing all day. Excalibur's going to take a loss. Who are they bringing in now? That was the end of that one. My voice is like butter. Well, thank you. I've never heard that. I appreciate you. My face, I'm told, is like a goblin. Schofield is now up with 2 wins to his 1 loss. Fire Kings taking out Trimids, which is usually a bad matchup for them. Phoenix inching closer, but never actually tying up the match. Who is Sky Parameters going to bring in Excalibur's place? They have a 1-game lead. They have both repeats. Looks like Night Core is coming out from Sky Parameters. For anyone wondering, the bet was distributed in the end of the match prediction of the game. So that's from Duel Links Team Wars telling you, everybody from the Duel Links Team Wars channel, your bets were distributed if you betted on the matchups, okay? So Schofield versus Nightcore is coming up now for Phoenix versus Sky Parameters. A 4-5 game. Schofield's on a second deck. And looks like they're bringing in Water XZs. Schofield's first deck was, if I remember correctly, Blue Eyes?
Duel.
It's been long. They've been stalling. A lot of these games have basically come down to Thunder Dragons. Yes, Thunder Dragons. Thank you. I did not remember correctly. It was Thunder Dragons. These matches have been going on for a while, and a lot of the time it's been whether or not it's a deck out. We had Luna Lights. We've seen Luna Lights so far from both teams opening Luna Lights. It was a lovely Luna Light mirror in round 1 that lasted about 28 turns. And then we saw Water XCs. We've seen Blue Eyes. We've seen Thunder Dragons. We saw Cyber Dragons. We've seen the spectrum here. We saw Water XCs, and this is the first time we've seen Trimids. We've seen Fire Kings. This is the first time we're seeing a deck twice from a different play. So They seem to have been spreading out what they're bringing to the tournament so that they could actually cover more decks, and both teams seem to have done that. Coop Elder Boss, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. So we have a Fire King Arvata already on the board, able to negate a monster effect unless you Book of Moon. Just like that, his negate is useless. He can release his full load on Schofield here, and he has an okay load, it looks like. It's not the best load, but it's still a load. It is not Diva, but that doesn't mean he needs Diva. He has one pop. Abyss Dweller hits the board. 27, 22, and one back row. So it looks like he ripped 2 back row and 3 monsters. That is a solid hand. You're tired of Book of Moon? It just came out. I mean, my Book of Moon cost me about 3 copies, $300. So yeah, I'm putting that in every deck I can. I'm putting that as a side on my sandwich. I don't care. Book is balanced. Heavy Infantry's effect's going to activate Popping the Field spell. It targets face-up cards on the field, but the field spell is not going to kill the Arvata. He does 27 to the face, triggering the Destiny draw. Did he forget that Schofield has Destiny draw? Did he not care? Did he Oonga Boonga? Did he think he was playing on the ladder? No, this is Team Wars. You can't be making plays like that. You already know he's running Invoker in Fire Kings. Did you just mess up, or is your back row strong enough to where you just did not care? Book of Moon and E-Sabers, no, stop. Dark Rangno, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. He Destiny drew, and he ripped into his Alistair. Alistair adding Invoker. He has his field spell. Yes, sir. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You're a true friend of the channel. Godfather started praying for every duel, and they started winning. Keep it up. He's thinking really hard. Even though he got his Destiny draw, he's afraid of that back row. He must have felt some sort of delay. Invocation comes out either way. Banishes the Arvata and the Invoker. Summons a Purgatrio. If this gets shut down, it's not looking good. If that back row is strong enough to stop the Purg, he's in trouble. 2k defense is not going to be enough against this Water Xyz deck. Dweller's going to activate, so effects in the graveyard cannot be activated, but it reduces the 500 boost from both of his monsters. He's going to activate Fire King Island, destroying the Garunix to add the Arvata. He's already normal summoned this turn. That was the Invoker. He has no more normal summons. He's used the effect of the island. He can't summon, but it doesn't matter. He has a monster on the field, so he couldn't use that effect either. He's swinging in without the boost. Is that back row enough to stop him? As it stands, his infantryman squad. His squad has enough attack to get over a back row if that is in fact a Book of Moon. If it is not, he is in trouble. He doesn't have any traps in the grave. We've seen Treacherous before, but does he have it now? Is it a good back row It is treacherous. He is going for the Tretch play. He has lethal right now. He only has an Arvada in the hand. He's used his Sphere Karibo. Garunix activates. You guys forget? Did you guys forget? Did you guys forget? I kind of forgot. Not going to lie. Totally forgot. Now, the effects in the grave were negated for his turn only. They are not negated in the standby phase of Nightcore. So Nightcore, unfortunately, has no more material on Dweller, so Dweller can't negate the Garunix in the grave. Was triggering Destiny Draw the worst thing that Nightcore could have done? It was a diva. This man top-decked a diva. It didn't matter. He didn't care. He didn't even summon Gishki Chain for him to lay out his deck in the manner that he needed. Top deck God. Did we just see a top deck God? Is that what we just saw? A top deck God from Nightcore. Is this rigged? Some would argue yes. Just like that, even though he triggered D-Draw and it was looking pretty bad for him, Nightcore takes the dub over Schofield, forcing Phoenix to take another loss. They were inching closer and closer, and now they are not. Every time this seems to happen for Phoenix, they get countered and they lose. Oops. Phoenix 4. And 5, 6. Just like that, Nightcore takes out Schofield. Who are they bringing in Schofield's place? Now, this was the first match Nightcore had. And even though he, I would argue, misplayed with swinging in and giving him the D-draw, he did take the dub. Phoenix used their repeat, for those of you wondering, to play Water XCs twice. Who are they bringing to the table? We know Nightcore has Water XCs. How do you counter them? Well, the obvious counter is Lunalights. Do they have another Lunalight deck that they added to the roster? Or were they hoping that their sole Lunalight deck that started this whole tournament was the only one they would need? Looks like Ravi is coming in for Phoenix. And if I was a betting man, this is either Thunder Dragons or Onomatopoeias. Ravi's on the bottom. Nightcore on the top.
Duel!
22 cards. You're either playing Thunder Dragons or you're playing a 22-card Automata deck to make people think you're playing Thunder Dragons. Necros, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. I think I missed your shout out. Thank you. Thinking really hard here. He has the infantry, and it is in fact Thunder Dragons. Tosses the dark right off the bat to add a dark. I guess he doesn't want the effect to keep prompting in his hand. He could have just hit off, but if he fell asleep, he might have missed it. Summons a Diva. Diva from the deck will summon a Marksman. Uses his skill, makes everybody level 4. rank 4 Xyz coming. He has 1 pop. Does he have any back row with it? Abyss Dweller hitting the board here. 22, 1900, 1 set. 2 set ends his turn. Ravi, what do you have? We know he has 1 dark. Does he have a starter? Does he have his Lupin? Does he have his Raiden? Does he have the spells that add Raiden? He's got 2 back row to face, but we all know Thunder Dragon's just Unga Bunga back row. They don't care. They're not afraid of no ghost. Will Phoenix take back the small... inch it back like they have been doing this whole tournament? When they're down 2, they come up and they're only down 1. Is this going to happen today? Are Thunder Dragons going to be that for Phoenix? Or is Sky Parameters about to streak here and win 4 more? Team Wars is just that. Team Wars. Welcome, Cinnabee. Team Wars is a group event comprised of teams, 15 players in each team, and they send 5 players every week to face off against each other in matchups. And at the end, there's a large prize pool. I think this year's prize pool is, if I'm not mistaken, $6,000. It might be less. I think it's less. I can't remember. A lot of money's on the line here for one team. Well, 4 teams I think get paid. But you can win a bunch of monies. It's a competitive team Yu-Gi-Oh event. I guess that's to simplify it. It is organized by the Team Wars body, the Team Wars Discord. You should probably make a command for that. I always assumed everybody coming here would know what Team Wars is. But my assumptions were wrong. Anybody in chat have a Discord link for Team Wars that they can hook them up with? You can get educated. Maybe join a team of your own. Get in the mix. Alright, so the plays we've missed so far from the Thunder Dragons was he dumped Hawk, summons Duo, has a Dark, level dupes. Is he level duping for a 5 or an 8? Level dupes for an 8. Okay, he's going for Heliopolis here. Is Heliopolis going to be enough, though? XJK, Lo-Fi, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. Heliopolis hits the board. Does he have any follow-up for this? Heliopolis is a light. 2 darks. If he pops Heliopolis and he has a Chaos Dragon in his hand, he can summon him. But does he pop? Does he hold on to Dweller? Does he use Book of Moon here? He doesn't have enough attack to get over 24 as it stands, so he might have to go for the destruction option, but then you give him Levineer plays. Do you want to give him a Levineer play? I'd argue no. But if you don't, you face the possibility of losing up to 3 cards from your board. He is going to Book of Moon. He is not going to give him the Chaos Dragon Levineer. Is that all that Ravi has? Is he passing? He in fact does. Alright, back to Night Court. Does he have anything to deal with 2,400 defense? You might be hearing my daughter's voice. If you are, I apologize. Top decked a fish. Angler. Uses his ability, adds another Dweller to the board. Marksman pops set cards. Dweller effect activating. Popping the Marksman. Does he have a Sphere Karibo in his hand? Does he have anything to stop this? This is lethal. 1 attack. 2 attack. Nothing in the hand. Just like that. Ravi loses. Nightcore wins. Only furthering Sky Parameters' lead. Normally, what has been happening is that anytime Sky Parameters took a 2-point lead, Phoenix would come back. Unfortunately, just like that, they are now down 3 points. All right, I'm thinking... All right, there's going to be a repeat. If I'm reading that correct. Which would give Phoenix their last repeat use. Yeah, I think that's a repeat. If I'm reading chat right. Or Discord right, I should say. Yeah, yep, okay. They're going to repeat that. They weren't happy. Blast DL, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. And he lost the coin flip again. Ravi going second. Normally, when you're Thunder Dragons, you love going second. But do you love going second against Water XZs? I would argue no. I would very heavily argue no. Unless, on the off chance Nightcore bricked, which is very rare for Water XZ's deck. It is basically impossible, and it looks like he's opening more or less the same. Are we going to see a Diva? No, we see an Angler. Nothing else. No Diva. He's going to go into Dweller. He most likely has, yep, Dweller. He has 1 pop guaranteed. Will it be enough? 1 set ends his turn. All right, looks like Ravi's repeat here might be enough. This is not the greatest opening from Nightcore and Water XCs, but it is still a decent board. 1 destruction, 1 interruption possibly. Does he have a Book of Moon? We've seen that. We've seen Treacherous as well. Actually, I don't think we've seen Tretch from Nightcore yet. There you go. Heidi, bro, added the Discord to Duel Links Team Wars for you. Cenobi, if you want to go ahead and click on that and join the Discord. Thank you. Thank you, Heidi, bro. Mystical. Oh my, what? It was a bluff. MST hits MST in the ultimate bluff. Thunder Dragons, not known for running any background aside from Cosmics or MSTs, and Water XZ set the MST as a bluff. Heavy Infantry is going to go ahead and pop his starter. Lightsworn's not going to get a chance to mill. Does he have follow-up? There's only 1 card in the grave. He can't duo, he can't chaos, he sets 1. Is that a Cosmic? Is that an MST? Does he have lethal? What's his top deck? What's the card in his hand? Does Nightcore get a free W here? Was the repeat useless? No, he didn't top deck a monster. He set a card. But he had a monster all along. Marksman hits the board. This is lethal through 1 Sphere Karibo. Connects. Marksman summons. Actually, it's only lethal through 1 Sphere Karibo if Marksman's connects. Doesn't matter. It's going to be game. Just like that. Marksman wins it, and Nightcore wins. Ravi's repeat didn't matter. He didn't open up well enough, even though Nightcore opened up arguably terrible on his own. Just like that, Nightcore takes another dub, bringing Sky Parameters that much closer to winning this entire war. They are 2 wins away. Who's going to come in Ravi's place? They've used all their repeats. They're out of repeats. Ravi hits the field and unfortunately takes 2 losses back-to-back with Thunder Dragons. I feel for the man. You don't want to hit the field, and then lose both times. And just like that, Nightcore continues his streak from 2 to 3 wins, bringing Sky Parameters that much closer. Looks like Med Z is hitting the board for Phoenix. Who's that? Is that Kiss or is that High Happen? Someone's got to tell me.
Duel.
His in-game name's not the same as his Discord name. All right, well, I don't know who it is, so right now it's gonna stay unlisted. But it looks like he might have brought Cyber Dragons to counter Water Xyz, and if this is in fact Cyber Dragons or Lunalights, he is only going to set. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Mad ZR. I can't read. Thank you. Dyslexia hidden. I don't have dyslexia, but okay, this is either Cyber Dragons or this is Lunalights. Lunalights have been known to play Zane to throw people off and make them think it is, in fact, Cyber Dragons. And he's going to open up pretty good here. He's going to go second this time. He's not going to open first like he has the last 2 games. This is Nightcore we're talking about. And his field is insane right now. He has... he can't not draw well. He seems to be opening up strong or okay. I am challenged in a good way. It is, I would argue it is in fact Cyber Dragons. Amano Awato is a tech for Cyber Dragons through and through. Marksman's going to come in. So it's an easy clap. Easy clap, just like that. Unless, nope. Well, that was easy. Nightcore takes a quick OTK, bringing Sky Parameters 1 win away from winning this duel. Does Phoenix have an answer? Is this going to be it? It is down to this last deck from Mad ZR. Med, I can't spell. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. Med ZR. There we go. Thank you for the follow, Dandy. Appreciate you. You're a true friend of the channel. Well, that was a quick match, and looks like we're jumping right into it for game 2. It is a mirror. I gotta update the other scores. We are down to the final match.
Duel.
We are down to the final match. Prediction has gone out. I believe Nightcore is still on the top and Med ZR is on the bottom here. He is on his second deck. Took a big fat loss with his Cyber Dragons game in the first round here. We are 9-4. Phoenix needs to win if he is going to have a chance. It's the mirror. I've faced the mirror many a times, and I've come out on top more or less. A 15 Shinobi. They can have up to 15. I believe it's 15, unless it's changed. Alright, this is a bad start from Nightcore here, or he's playing what he wants to play, which is to try and basically not lose. If you go first against yourself in the mirror, you know you have a pop to deal with, and you have 2 back row to deal with. He's going to use Fiendish Chain. That was a set card. He had 1 set monster. Again, I'm going off the fact that Nightcore's on the top here, unless I'm mistaken and they shuffled up on me, but I don't think I am, because Nightcore didn't have sleeves, if I remember correctly. He's going to have a Gishki Chain swing into infantry, and just like that, Dweller is locked up. Yeah, 15 players. Okay, good. I'm not wrong in my Remembrance. Phoenix needs the dub. Phoenix needs the dub here. Alright, he's going to summon the infantry. 2 back row. Infantry effect resolves. Summons marksman. Treacherous trap hold. What? Does he have a forbidden lance in the hand? Can he save this play? He does not. He cannot save it. Doesn't matter. Even if he had forbidden lance, he's looking at a pretty unfortunate circumstance where you have a monster with 1400 attack and one with 0. You're going to take some battle damage. He's going to activate Dweller's effect. Now, Dweller's effect, it's negated, right? But infantry effect is not. He pops the Fiendish Chain. This is lethal on board. 1 back row, 1 card in hand. Is this where Phoenix finally makes a comeback? Sets a card. This is lethal on board. What's that back row? Does he have a monster to follow up with? He does not. Goes right into the battle phase. Swings with Dweller. It's another Fiendish Chain. Oh. Double Fiendish from Nightcore here. Locking up Dweller. Swinging in with Gishki Chain. 18 to the face. 1 card in hand. Can he top deck a Diva? We've seen Nightcore top deck Diva before for the win. Can he do it again? Double back row is going to be tough. It is not a Diva. He top deck a squad. That's not going to do it. Is he giving up or does he have fish in hand? He has fish in hand. What are those 2 back row cards? It's a Book of Moon. Ouch. Angler getting flipped face down, reducing squad back to 1400. He's dead next turn. Count him out. Nightcore might be able to survive, but it's not looking good. If Med rips a monster, it's done. No monster for Med. Swings into the squad. 400 to the face. We have an Angler on the field. 1 back row, 2 in the hand. Can he top deck a Diva? Is this a dead Tretch? No. He has a spell. Fiendish is in the grave, so if he top decks a Tretch, it's dead. Both players' Tretches are dead. No player can use Tretch. He top decked another spell. Gishki Chain taking out the fish. He's staring at lethal next turn unless Nightcore can rip a monster. He ripped a monster and it's a Buzz Saw Shark, the new SR from the new main box. Activating his effect, targeting himself, summoning another. Nope. Fiendish Chain says, nah, today, son. He is too small. Gishki Chain will eat him alive. He does have 1 set. Is it a dead Tretch from both players that we see set? We thought this was a dead Tretch. It's not. It was a Fiendish. He held on to it. This was the new set from last turn. Is that a dead Tretch? Special summons the Angler. He's going for a 4 of his own here. Neither one of these guys have effects from being detached. What is he going for? I would go for Shark here. He does, in fact, go for Shark. Spider Shark hitting the field, 2600 attack. When he swings in, he can reduce by 1,000, which is exactly what he's going to do. This is lethal, just like that. Med Z are coming back and letting them have 1 more shot at continuing this match. Hope you guys bet properly. Phoenix now at 5. Sky Parameters 1 win away from winning. Nightcore goes to his second deck. What is it? Is it something that can counter the water deck? Nightcore encountering his first loss of the tournament. What did he bring as his second deck? Let's jump into it. Might as well do it again. Let's see if you guys want to earn your points back.
Duel.
Here goes. Sky Parameters, 1 win away. Med standing in between everybody to try and stop. Med's on the bottom. Nightcore on the top. 30 cards. Yami, Yugi. Balance was not activated. Deep Sea Diva. Prismatic Flex from Med. Summoning an infantry. Does he have another monster in his hand? He does, in fact. It's a Gishki Chain. Set up the rest of his deck in the manner that he so chooses. Looks at the top 3 cards and puts them how he wants them. It's all on the line for Sky Parameters here. Are they finally going to close out this duel, or are they going to keep dragging it on? The power of anime. Is this going to be the anime comeback that Phoenix is looking for? Med ZR is going to have to streak here for 5 more wins. If any deck can do it, it's Water XZ's. Is he going to be the chosen one? Just like that, he goes into Dweller, sets a back row. 30 cards here from Nightcore. What is Nightcore's deck? We know it can't be Noble Knights. Unless it is. Without balance and D-draw, I mean, I would reduce it out of 30 to 20, but hey, sets a card. 2, 3 set. There's no Power of the Guardian skill that I saw. It's not Noble Knights. Or what it is, we don't know. All right, here, Med sets another card, summons a marksman, taking a read on that back row. He's known for playing Fire Kings, says Dentech. 30-card Fire Kings, though? I mean, unless I'm mistaken. Is he trolling? That is a possibility, but I doubt it. You don't troll in Team Wars. Unless you're like 0-9 going into round 10, then maybe you bring some weird decks just for fun, but usually at that point you're still trying to pat your resume and maybe move on to a different team that might be able to pull off more W's with you. Now that is a Prismatic Marksman flex. We've seen a Prismatic Diva flex. We have a Glossy Gishki and a Glossy Abyss Dweller. I'm not saying Meds has money or luck, but one of the two is in play. He's going to swing. He got a read on the back rows. He knows it's something. He's probably going over in his head what it could possibly be. Dweller takes center stage here. Ritual Beasts says ST3. Don't attack its window. Little late. While he swung into it, your analysis came through. Coaching. Here's a very long pause here. I don't know if it's on the end of Med holding on to Abyss Dweller's effect or if it's on the end of Nightcore holding on to his back row, and it is in fact Nightcore. He's going to activate Regeki Break. It is in fact Fire Kings. Dumps the Garunix, pops the Marksman. He benefits from Abyss Dweller pops. He doesn't want to get rid of Abyss Dweller, but he also doesn't benefit from Abyss Dweller effects. He's going to get rid of Diva. That's going to lock up any cards from the graveyard from being activated. Oof. Either way, Dweller would have activated his effect if he targeted Dweller, if he targeted Marksman. Maybe he's going for the future play here and targeting Marksman. It's Invoker! Flipping up, revealing Invocation. Dweller still has his pop. This might not be good. He still has 2 back row. Even if he summons a Purgatrio, it is not in a good spot. He is not in a good spot. Nightcore. Are you able to come back from this? This is a solid board here for Med. A lot on the line here. More so for Phoenix than Sky Parameters. They can get another shot at this. Sky Parameters still has Kiss Shot and Happen to come up to play if they so need to. Activates the field spell. Gets rid of Barang in the hand. Adds Arvata to the hand. He has Invocation. He has Invoker in the grave. How is he playing this? He doesn't have any more cards, though, to use Arvata's effect with. He's going to go Invocation off the bat. Someone's holding on to an effect. Who is it? Banishes the Garunix. Banishes the Invoker. Summons a Purgatrio. Dweller can pop the Purgatrio if he so chooses. He also has the double back row. He can flip him down if he has Book of Moon. He can Tretch if he wants to suicide one of his own monsters. The possibilities are infinite. There are no traps in the grave, so Tretch would be live. He uses Dweller's effect. Now he's going to lose his bonus. Both monsters will no longer get the 500 attack boost. Dweller is going to negate effects in the grave, and Infantry is now going to destroy. No! Bad aim? Not that big a deal, honestly. Infantry's going to pop. Infantry's going to pop the Invoker. Arvata's going to suicide here, and then what? You hoping for a top deck? No, goes right into the end phase. Med has another shot at this. I would have, but, you know, I don't coach, I just cast. Every now and then I might accidentally coach. Yeah, if he had popped the field spell, he pops the monsters. But, yeah. That's what I was just about to say. Yeah, it'll negate when it hits the graveyard because he activated Dweller's effect. So unfortunately, he had to pop the Invoker. And I was paying attention to chat, and I do believe he top decked a Diva here and used Book of Moon to flip Arvata down so he does not get Diva's effect negated. Diva gets another Infantry to the field, activates his skill for the second and final time he is out of skill activations. Another Dweller will come on board. Dweller activating his effect, detaching Diva. Diva will pop. No, Diva can't pop. But he's going to swing into Arvata and then end his turn. He does not want to give him D-draw. Now, he used that so Garunix couldn't activate his effect, or sorry, Arvata couldn't activate his effect in the grave, but now, unfortunately, he opened up the possibility for him to be able to get back his Invoker. Was that the right play? Island's going to activate his effect. Special summon one Fire King beast-type monster from his hand. That's going to be a Garunix Fire King. bigger than both monsters on the field. Summons Invoker. What is that set card? Is it a Treacherous Trap Hole? Does he have a shot here? Invocation getting played. Clearly, Nightcore's not getting any hesitation here off the reads to continue forward here for a Purgatrio and a Garunix play. He's going ham. He's going all in. He still has a pop from Dweller. Dweller's pop has not been used. He didn't bother. It is, in fact, a Treacherous Trap Hole. TTH, stealing games since 2016, I think. Barong is going to get special summoned from the hand in defense position, but it's not looking good here for Nightcore. Dweller's going to get popping. Well, it's actually infantry that pops, but you basically Dweller. Now, he's going to give him D-draw, but it doesn't matter, does it? No, he chooses not to give him D-draw. Good man. I didn't want to say anything, but this guy didn't think he'd swing with both. All right, Invocation activates in the graveyard. He cannot. Dweller is out of material. He has another Invoker to the hand. He still has his field spell. What is that set card? Is it enough to stop a Purgatrio? Did he top deck exactly what he needed? He uses his field spell to destroy a Barang. Barang is going to activate, the field spell is going to allow him to search Arvada. Arvada is going to get summoned, so he's not going for the Invoker play. He's waiting. He's buying his time. What is that set card? He doesn't want to play his third and final Purgatrio into the back row set. Med has another shot at it. Barang's effects can activate. Get searching. Now, Med is out of skills. He can no longer manipulate his field to suit his needs. He will not have 2 level 4 monsters on the field unless he rips a fish. Or his Buzzsaw Shark, which we did see him play that. All right, Invoker now. He's not afraid of he was afraid of the 1 back row last turn, but it doesn't appear to be scathed by the double set this turn. Invoker adds Invocation. Is he going to play Invocation? He is. All right, scared of 1 back row, not scared of 2 back row. Is one of those a dead Tretch? Is the other a Book of Moon? A Book of Moon will buy him a turn, but it will not get rid of the Purgatrio permanently. Invocation activating in the graveyard, adding Invoker back to the hand. Is Fire King's about to steal a W here? Fiendish Chains. Oof. His third and final Purg stopped dead in his tracks. Does he run Book of Moon? Can he flip it face down so we can free him of his Fiendish Chains? Necro Valley in the main deck? Who adds Necro Valley as a tech? Somebody who's afraid of Thunder Dragons, I suppose. Interesting. That Necro Valley's not going to save him. Not really going to buy him much trouble. Invocation, Invoker have been dealt with. He doesn't have to worry about them. So the Necro Valley's about 5 turns too late. He destroys the Purgatrio so he can add 1 card to his hand. Adds an Arvata. Summons the Invoker. Invoker's going to activate, adding Invocation. Does he run the Dark Monster? Are we going to see a Galiga? Are we going to see an Earth? I don't think either player has Earth. They got Water. They don't got Dark either. Direwolf's Earth? Book of Moon on Direwolf. No, says Book of Moon. It was not a dead Treacherous Trap Hole. He knew what it was. Most likely felt the delay. Knew it was there. But now, Med is faced with a difficult decision. Do you kill the Direwolf? Yes, you do. And you have exact lethal on board. That book was huge. Med Z continuing to fight back for Phoenix here, making the round even that much closer. Did you guys predict correctly? It looks like 100% of you chose Med to win, so congratulations, y'all get each other's points back. You don't win any because nobody chose Nightcore. Holy moly. Just like that, Phoenix fighting back. Six to 9. Are we going to see a reverse sweep here? Are we about to witness a reverse sweep? Nightcore has been dethroned. 4-2 is his record. Kiss Shot and Happen are left. I don't know about you guys, but this is a lot of excitement is relying right now on this match because we're faced with a reverse sweep situation, and Sky Parameters has failed to close this out the last 2 games. You got your 10 points back because nobody voted for the other. No, it's not that nobody voted; it's that nobody voted for Medcore to win. Everybody voted for Med to win. So all it can do is just give you guys your points back. I mean, probably stands to reason that not a lot of you have a lot of points. Since this isn't the main channel, this is obviously my channel. But nobody voted. I guess nobody had any faith in Fire Kings. Just like that, Water continues to dominate and looks like High Happen is going to take the field for Sky Parameters. What does he have? Did they have another Lunalight? Did they bring more than one Lunalight to their matchup? Lunalight, pretty much a hard counter for Water XCs. Antinomy? Are we about to see the new main box GTs? You don't really run Antinomy for anything else. Med's on the bottom, Happens on the top. Holy moly. Yep. Wrong keyboard. All right, they're thinking really hard. We're going to start the new prediction here. Dark Lords, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 card Thunder Dragons. Thunder Dragons going first against Water XZs. Does he run enough hand traps to stop the OTK? Will Med God draw like he has been the last 3, 2? The last 2 games. Water beats fire. Thunder beats water. I like it. I like it. Unfortunately, he's not going to open optimal. He doesn't have a starter, or he's holding on to him for next turn. Hawk is going to summon to Dark. Dark's going to be the line of defense that he's forced to use. Unfortunately, just like we've seen so much in the last 3 matches, MedZR is going to open up Diva, open up Infantry, summon another monster, bringing out Squad, and he's just going to roll them. I guess they have some Pokemon-inspired strategies. I know Hype Beast is into Pokemon, and he's on Sky Parameters' team. Maybe that's what they're hoping for. Abyss Dweller. Did we expect anything else? I didn't. Double set. This man has opened back row plus Dweller and one monster 3 of his 4 games. Swings into Dark. And before the swing is going to actually discard infantry, or in the swing is going to discard infantry, pop the Dark, negate Dark's search effect. He doesn't get anything added to the hand. Swings in for 22. Does he have a Sphere Creeper, or is this game? Does Med take another dub from Sky Parameters? Just like that, the OTK Med, another win. Holy moly. Thunder Dragons, not enough here. Opening up extremely poorly. And just like that, we're back at a 2-point game. Now, Sky Parameters does only need one more win to stop this match. It will be over if Sky Parameters wins this next match. And it will not be over if Phoenix and Med win. Sky Parameters is going to take their first repeat off of the board. Med is definitely excelling right now. He is in the pocket. He is in the zone. He is in the driver's seat. Use whatever analogy you want, but he is in control. He's opened up Diva and back row plus a monster pretty much every single game. This time around, Thunder Dragons is not looking to open up poorly. They start with a Lupin, giving them the exact combo in the best starting position they could be in. Dark and Roar. Get banished. Get searching. Get summoning. Summons Hawk. Searches Hawk. Is he going to summon Hawk? That's usually the play. No, summons Roar. Is he going to dupe? Yes, he is. Here comes Bonzor. Sky Parameters trying to close this out with their repeat. Is Thunder Dragons going first with basically a Nuts hand going to be enough? Bonzor hits the field. We know he has a Hawk in his hand. Is he going to use it? Yes, he is. What's he going to summon? Probably Roar. Summons Roar in attack position. That's all she wrote. Passing off to Med. Is he have a Book of Moon? Can he shut down the Bouncer? Can he make this another win for Phoenix, preventing Sky Parameters from winning? I started the prediction late, but let's go for it. Why not? Is this where Sky Parameters takes their 10th win of the tournament? Or is Med going to steamroll through another teammate here? Okay. Not the best opener, but he might be playing around the Bonzor and doesn't want to summon his Diva. If he doesn't have a Book of Moon, you have to play around the Bouncer. Goes for Spider Shark. Double set. One in hand. Is he swinging into Bonzor? No, he passes. He doesn't want to give him fuel for his graveyard. There's one light. Bonzor has 2 dark, and he himself is a light. Smart play there, but he's just going to suicide into himself anyway. He's either going to force Spider Shark's effect activation, or he's going to get a free kill. What's the play? Spider Shark can reduce an opponent's treacherous trap hole. He says, I don't care about no Abyss Dweller. He says, I'm not done. This is not over. Roar does get to float, though. What is he going to float into? He floats into a dark. That's going to give him a search. There's no Abyss Dweller, so he can't negate the search unless he has a Diva in his hand. Never mind. Roar goes back to his hand. Forgot about that. Dark. Dark goes back to his hand. This is an open field. If he rips a Diva or has another monster, he is in possession of an OTK unless Happen has a hand trap. Now, he hasn't swung yet, so he hasn't gotten any reads on what's in his hand. What's he going to do? Diva! He had that all along. He ripped it when he started the duel. He did not top deck it. Diva's going to activate her effect and summon from the deck. Man, he is thinking hard. He can't get any additional summons. His Diva was his normal summon, so if the card in his hand's a monster, it's not like he can summon it. Because he's going to have a clogged board, 3 monsters. The only way he could summon it is if it's another fish. How many does he run? I do not know. Standard is 2. One's already attached under Spider Shark. Okay, he goes with the infantry. That would have been my decision pretty early on. There's no reason to go on anything else. Activates his second and final skill, Territory of the Shark. He has no more Territory of the Shark activations. Maybe he was thinking of synchroing play? Doing a synchro play there? Maybe that's why he took his time and saving his Territory of the Shark? Maybe. Dweller's going to hit the board. 31, 22. First time he can get a read on what's in his hand. Does he have a Sphere Kribo? There was a delay. I don't know if the delay was from Spider Shark. No, the delay was from a Sphere Kribo. He does, in fact, have a Sphere Kribo. Switching Spider Shark to defense, leaving Dweller in attack. He is. Dumps the dark, adds a dark. Does he have what he needs to come back here? Is Hey Happen about to clap back and close this out for Sky Parameters? Does he have all the pieces that he needs? His graveyard loaded with fuel. Loaded. He can get 2 Chaos Dragon Levineers, and just like that, he's going to open with his first. Get popping. Dark. Get searching. Duo to hand, most likely. Roar. Get summoning. Fiendish Chains. Locking up the Levineer. Is it enough? I would argue no. This man has fought back from worse. Summons Hawk. Hawk to hand. Is he going to dupe? He can't. Levineer's effects negated. He can't dupe. He's already duped. Is he going for an M7 play here in some way, shape, or form to bounce back the Shark so it does not float? He still has to deal with a Dweller pop, so even if he summons M7, it's pretty much hosed. Does he have another Chaos Dragon Levineer in his hand to give it another go and try and pop the field again? He has the fuel in his grave. Does he have the card in his hand? He's thinking. So he added Hawk to hand, and he summoned Hawk. So both of those are done and done with. All's on the line here. If Sky Parameters loses, they get another swing at Med ZR. If Sky Parameter wins, the game is over. But they ever so closely will bring that lead that they had 1 loss. He's going for it. Chaos Dragon number 2 hits the board. Is he going to activate his effect? He can... No! Chooses not to activate the effect. Oh, I'm an idiot. He can't activate the effect more than once. Don't listen to me. He can only activate the effect once per turn for Chaos Dragon Levineer, no matter if you summon him twice. Heliopolis is going to hit the board. Abyss Dweller is going to say bye-bye. Infantry is going to activate in the graveyard. Heliopolis gets popped. That was the decision he was trying to make. Did he want or did he not want to overextend, overcommit? Activates Hawk. Summons Roar. He has a 6 play here. He can bounce back the Spider Shark and take out the Dweller all in one final sweep. That's what he was hoping for. He's pulling it off. It's not lethal, but it does basically break the entire board of Med ZR. It's done. He's got nothing left. Summons a Lupin. It's not lethal, but we're close. Takes out the Dweller. 17 to the face. Does he have a diva in his hand, or is he about to rip a diva? What's going on? What's going to happen? Sets a card. Sets another card. No! Is this where Medziar's steamroll train gets blocked? Is this the final stop of the station? Is this the end of the line for this train that had been making a comeback for Phoenix? Is he going to go with a 3-2 record? M7 is going to say bye-bye. Or is he going to add Chaos Dragon Levineer? No, he chooses to do the monster. And he's going to bounce the monster back. No response from that back row that Med has set. Activates Melody of the Awakening Dragon. Dumps the Dark. Adds his third and final Levineer. Is Levy about to get summoning? I actually don't know if he has enough fuel in the grave. Let's check. He does. Three darks? No, light and 2 darks. He's going to get popping. He's worried about that back row. He doesn't want to take any chances. It's a Book of Moon. Irrelevant. It looks like unless that is a... Well, it's not. It's a monster that he sent back. It's going to be... Oh, no. What? He chose the... Okay. That works, too. Yeah. He flexed. Hey, happened flexed. He's going to take the W. Sky Parameters is going to take the win. And just like that, Phoenix's comeback comes to an end. Unfortunately, it's going to be over, but just like that, Phoenix loses. Sky Parameters take the final win that they needed to close out this match. GG from both Phoenix and Sky Parameters. Great run from MedZR. Phenomenal job. Keep your head high. You couldn't do any better. I mean, you could, but you can't be mad at yourself. You did a great job bringing it a little bit closer to help your tiebreakers. 10-7, the final score. That wraps up this Teams Wars match for Week 2 against Sky Parameters in Phoenix. As is my duties, I'm to ask if anybody wants a interview from Sky Parameters. What did you guys think? Let me dish out your points. Who did you pick for that one? Everybody picked Hey Happen, so everybody's just going to get their points back. Congratulations. Good job. Just like that, Sky Parameters closes out this Teams Wars match for Week 2, giving themselves the dub over Phoenix. Chat, what did you think? Were you? It looked like from the prediction, everybody was expecting Sky Parameters to finally close it out on Phoenix. The GGs are going around. I don't think there's going to be anybody joining me for an interview, so I guess I can start looking for a raid, possibly. Is there any more Team Wars matches going on? Let's see. Team Wars. Yes. Nope, that one's my stream. Huh. Nope. I think that's it. There's a bunch of Clan Wars stuff going on. All right, GGs are going all around. I guess we are done. This will be me shamelessly plugging myself. I'm NightFox15. This was Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I brought you Team Wars Week 2, Phoenix versus Sky Parameters. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I hope I did a good job. Unfortunately, I didn't have a co-caster, Shaowz, here. He dipped. But I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. If you did hit that follow, I'll be bringing more Team Wars matches as well as my own streams And if you want to see some more of my content, !YouTube or YT will get you to my YouTube page where I do weekly uploads of videos. Today's video went live today at 10 o'clock in the morning, was King of Games with Xyz Water. Go check that out if you feel like it. If not, no big deal. That's weekly videos on YouTube and streams on Twitch once to twice a week. And Team Wars at least once a week if I have a schedule open. Wipe It, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You're a best friend of the channel. How you been, bud? Victory! I like to yell that last part out. That's why I cut it out. All right, I guess I'm just going to send you over to another tournament. Why not? Right? Because I don't see any of ours. Yeah, that's going to have to be it. Thank you, Hype Beast, for tuning in. Guess I'll just send you over to... Alright, let's go that way. Why not? This isn't the main channel, so... Oh, right. Wrong keyboard. I have two keyboards, so I gotta keep in mind which one I'm clicking. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed yourself, click that heart button. If not, no big deal. As always, I was NightFox15. This was Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Team Wars, where Sky Parameters beat Phoenix. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys next time, and... Deuces. Bye, Fabs. What happened? Oh, no.